Hey guys, I just wanted to share a real strategy that I personally use as a full time trader, and it's available on TradingView. A lot of you ask what's a good strategy to follow. Is it simple? Is it easy? Does it work on cryptos, Forex, stocks? Is it a strategy that real traders use? Because let's admit, there are a lot of false strategies on TradingView. So let's cover all of that. But before we continue, just a quick disclaimer that trading, especially with leveraged positions, carries a significant amount of risk, and that the results of using this strategy rely solely on you, the end user. So please take trades at your own risk. Anyway, so here we are on the charts, and I'll show you how easy it is to set up this strategy. As an example, let's use BTC. Make sure you are on the 5 minute time frame because this is a day to swing trading strategy. Next, let's search for Market Solver Pro, a profitable strategy by Tiger FX, and let's put that on the chart. Okay, so just one last step, which is to change. We'll go to the settings and change the market preset to crypto since we are on BTC. As you can see, this also works on most forex pairs and also stocks. So once we switch that to crypto, let's pull up the strategy panel right here, as you can see, and check out the performance. Let me just increase this a bit. So as you can see, the strategy has produced a net profit of over 21K with very little drawdown, right? So 20 plus percent profit to about a 3% drawdown. And you ask, what's the range of trading? This has recorded, so this goes all the way back to December 3rd, 2021. So that's about, today's February, that's about 3 months back. So if you ask any professional trader, this is actually a fantastic result, and we can go into the details a little bit later. So just to make a point in trading, if you ask professional traders, real traders who have profitable and consistent experience, win rates are not everything. So you might ask about 20% because break even trades actually don't count as winners when in fact you did not lose anything. So rather, investors look at your net profit and maximum drawdown, which should be at least a 2:1 ratio for any investor worth their salt to consider the strategy. So we can also have a look at some of the top crypto. I noticed this strategy works very well on top crypto. So those with slightly lower market caps, you might need to adjust the thresholds of the strategy. But if you look at ETH, very good, 20% profit, about 4 or 5% drawdown. Binance, Binance coin is 32% profit, 6% drawdown. Cardano, 14 and 7, and so on and so forth. So let's go back to BTC and really deep dive into the actual trades this strategy has taken. So let's see how it handles both wins and losses. So you can see for yourself how realistically profitable this is, and verify for yourself that this is something that a real trader, trades that a real trader will take. So let's check trades and do some playback. So let's check trade number one. I believe this is a short position. So let me minimize this and let's go to the chart. So trade number one was taken here. As we said, that was December 3rd. So this whole stretch was the trade. And this is a good time to do a bar replay from here, just right before the trade. And one beautiful thing about this strategy is that it has built-in indicators. So by default, it looks very spare and blank. But if you go to settings and show the support and resistance lines, these are automatically drawn and updated based on the real-time charts. So at this point in time, December 3rd, about 4 p.m. UTC, as you can see, the signal says, no trades, wait for a signal. We have resistance zones drawn here, support, light support and heavy support, and the price in the major direction, and the price is below both the minor and major support levels. So if we do you know, bar by bar replay, and wait and check for the signal. So the signal was produced here. Okay, so we enter the trade here. Once you enter the trade, immediately you will see here that your stop loss and break even lines are also drawn in. So you can set your trailing stops here, right? Then you have a visual idea of where your entry and break even is, and you have a running count of how many bars, so you know you don't how long you've been in the trade, and a running PNL. And let's just play this until we get to the exit timing, right? So price continues down. Let's just minimize. The support lines have been redrawn and updated. So very good price action to the downside. Strong support zone here. So you can just imagine this is a real trade. You can trail your stops here, just above the stop loss line. Almost got stopped out there, and finally, that was the exit. And I believe this was a 10%. This was a 10% trade. If you had leverage, 2x, 5x, then of course you do the math. Okay. So we can also check for measure, and for realism. Let's check a loss, right? How does this strategy take a loss? And we can have a look at, let's see. Oh, it goes all the way back. So where were we? We were on December 3rd. Let's look for something. Let's look for a loss here. This one, for example. It was a 0.37% loss. And once you access the indicator, you have full access to this list of trades. So it's not hiding anything. So this was a loss, and let's see how it managed that trade. As you can see, losing trades, we spend very little time in them. I don't even need to do a bar replay here, right? So this is how risk is managed at a small loss. So, all right, fine. Let's do a quick bar replay. So at this point in time, this looked like a very good, long position. It was at the resistance level. Price breaks, volume supports it. No signal yet. Then signal is produced, right? But price action, became choppy. So yeah, we spent too much time chopping around, and it tells us to simply exit. So to that point, and let me close replay mode, and let's go to the statistics again. Performance summary. So net profit is 20%. Most profits came in the short. Again, this was from December. So as we all know, BTC had was very choppy during this time, and if we actually bought and hold from December, we would have been down 25%. But using this strategy and risk management, we were able to pull profits instead to the upside 20%, mostly from shorts, right? Max drawdown is very tight, 3%. And then our sharp Sortino ratio is very good. Look at Sortino, almost one. And if you didn't take all the trades, this could have been higher, or spread your trades maybe in Forex or another pair. That's where you diversify your trades and make your own original statistics. Um, let's look at the average winning trade, 5%. Losing trade, less than 1%, which is very good, very professional. Largest winner, it's 11%. Largest loser is very small as well. And if you check here, your average number of bars in losing trades is very little compared to your winners. So this is a fantastic strategy, and maybe let's touch a bit on um, Forex. So if we go to Forex, let's go to Forex, and maybe let's check the Aussie dollar. So if you pull up the strategy tester, we have to, you see it's zero because we have to adjust settings, put it on Forex. So there are recommendations here on what settings and presets you have for Forex, volatility, The length, the maximum, minimum. There are recommendations already, but you can fine tune based on your preferences. But on major forex pairs, this is good. So forex typically is traded, unlike crypto, with usually 10, maybe 10x leverage. So 5 to 10x leverage. So profits here, we have to look at the relative sizes, right? So 3.3% net profit versus max drawdown of under 1%. Very good equity curve, as you can see here. All right, and we can do the same exercise as we did with Bitcoin, but I'll leave that up to you to do for yourself. We can check Euro USD, excellent numbers as well. Pound USD, dollar CAD, very good. This is looking to be a good trade actually next week if it breaks resistance. Dollar Swiss, very profitable as well. Dollar yen, very choppy since December. So no real good trades. If you did trade dollar yen, then you would have gotten out, break even, which is still good. And gold, very good performance on gold. So I guess that wraps it up. If you're interested in checking out more about this real TradingView professional strategy, I've put the links in the description below. Um, I guess just as a last note, again, it's Market Solver Pro by Tiger FX. I think it's one of the rare strategies that is based on a real trading plan. It includes your entries, your exits, and risk management. So again, check the links in the description. Thanks, guys. See you in the markets.